Hey guys, welcome aboard. If this is the first time you're here, welcome back. If it's not, welcome home, if that sits well for you in terms of this channel. Today I want to talk quickly about the Capricorn Full Moon happening on the 3rd of July at about 6:37 a.m. Central Time. This happens at 11 degrees of Capricorn. And important to note is that all full moons happen when the moon is opposed to the sun. Now here's the thing. Oppositions in astrology are a request for balance, right? And that Capricorn Cancer, hello, that Capricorn Cancer polarity, wow, is all about work-life balance, right? This is how you create structure. It's how you create your nurturing space, right? It's about value and value, worth and worth. It's really a full-on representation of the way that you feel in your soul and how you have a capacity to put that into the world. Capricorn is a sign that really values utility, right? How you use a thing. Those are the key words for Capricorn is I use, right? I kind of like to speak it as utilization instead of using because of the connotation of that word. But the really interesting thing, right, is that Cancer is all about nurturing, right? It's that internal value. And Capricorn is about that external value, right? Utilization, practicality versus simply existing. And so how we witness this full moon in terms of life, work, balance, has a lot to do with the fact that just before this full moon we have a trine to Jupiter in Taurus, right? So this is how we expand our concept of utility, right? What we do as we explore our growth when it comes to our ability to witness ourselves as resourced, how we stand in that light. And shortly after this full moon, the moon opposes Mercury, which is also in Cancer, right? Super conjunct the sun. So this is how we are able to express our our capacities to be in these energies. Here's the thing. Because we're witnessing this in that Capricorn Cancer dichotomy, the key here is to really stay open, both literally and figuratively, right? Cancer has a tendency to close off when it feels threatened, to adopt a, talk to the hand kind of concept instead of leaning in and experiencing when it fears that there is danger or risk in that vulnerability. Here's the thing. Caution is important, right? So is risk, right? You have to be able to see all the possibilities and still have the faith to shuffle the deck. When it comes to utilization, we all know what is not working, right? We all understand where we're out of balance and how we need to utilize that light in order to deepen our balance or sharpen our ability to balance ourselves. Now, here's the thing. As we do those things, we have that bolstering with Jupiter, right? You get to expand exactly to the limit of what you believe you can expand, correct? Right? So if you believe you can do a thing, you are absolutely correct. And if you believe you can't, you are also correct. Let this full moon shine the light on those places where you're choosing a limitation on how you're able to utilize whatever resource you have in this world, how you're able to claim yourself as lovable, nurturing, able to be nurtured, right? Utilize however bright this full moon wants to shine. Don't be afraid. Don't turn away from that light. Turn into that light and allow yourself to claim those places where you might be out of balance, or where you might have become out of balance, or where you simply are not. Wow. Really? This is the same card that came up in the weekly What's Up. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. So let's pay attention to that, right? Fascinating. Fascinating. Right. Okay. So, so Capricorn is all about utility, right? So there's an element of discernment that's available in Capricorn energy that, interesting, that may need to be honed, that may need to be strengthened, that may need to simply be witnessed, right? The key here is that we understand where our alignment is flawed, right? Whether or not that's a thing that has been created for us through our culture, through our history, through our family beliefs, through what we've been told, right? These things that we have accepted that might not be in alignment with really what we feel is appropriate, what we feel as good, right? Just because you were told a thing, just because you learned a thing, it is only as deep and wide as your own experience of it. And what you're being asked to do is to really take stock. Does this align with me? Does this feel like a belief that I need to put my energy toward, right? Does it feel like something that's leaving me behind? Does it feel like something that is outdated? How do I feel when I come up against these concepts, right? This idea of where my life needs to be, what I've been told I need to do, how I need to show up, right? How I need to believe things, how I need to witness my growth, my trajectory, my show up, all of those things, right? You're being asked to witness them in line with your own heart and to move away from absolutely anything that's not in alignment with your belief system. The bottom line is, just because it's your tradition does not mean that it's your truth. And this Capricorn full moon says, is this working for you? Is this working for you? And the revelation, right, of being quiet, of tuning in to that alignment, letting that light shine on your actual experiences, and then choosing to move away from anything that feels less than, that feels out of alignment, that feels like it's not giving you that fulfillment. It's not creating that contentment for you. It's not in alignment with the trajectory your soul wishes for you. We have the courage then to move away. We have the ability to move away in this light as we see what's possible, right? What's possible. As we see what's not being utilized to its fullest capacity, and also trusting that we do, in fact, have the resources to shift our path, right? To step off of the path. Like, just because we believed it, just because we stepped on the path and walked forward, if it's not working, it's our obligation to step off of it and move towards something bigger, better, more, right? The star is the card that comes right after the tower, which is cataclysmic destruction. Here's the deal. You can experience that as internal cataclysmic destruction by choosing something different and walking away from it, or you can wait and allow it to be an external source of explosion. You get to choose, right? You get to choose. Listening, being quiet and listening would be key. let's check out Mantra Shakti, right? And see what this message is here. Number 40. I love it. All right. Her voice creates and dissolves universes. Her vibration within our souls creates our life path. You have the sacred power of voice. How shall you express it? To call for effective divine assistance in all ways? Yes, please. Do not allow negative thought or speech to undermine your spiritual connection. Claim your voice and your power to create. Listen for inner guidance, then set your course in motion. Though it may not yet be visible in your physical world, a new order is generating within the soul. In time, it shall manifest in transformed physical circumstances. Here's the deal. I think we literally just said all of those things, right? Absolutely. Here is the mantra that goes along with this card. Beloved Kali Ma Devi, I call upon your true nature. May the light bring peace, and may your true nature bring freedom. May there be perfect balance between calming and liberating forces. I lay claim to the creative divine power within me and choose to align myself with the divine feminine power that protects, nurtures, and liberates all beings with perfect wisdom. I trust in you for the spiritual benefit of all beings. So, in terms of this Capricorn full moon, right, what is in question is the balance of the opposites. The Cancer Sun energy, right? That nurturing energy has to be brought in to the light. And anything that is not in alignment, gotta go. Woo! I like that. Happy Capricorn full moon, guys. Remember that what you're expressing and what you're evolving as is always about how you speak yourself accordingly, right? So speak yourself as love. Blessed full moon, guys. Utilize wisely.